Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what if I told you that there was a sports anime out there where the strongest attack is called the vacuum butt cannon, where fights are decided by titty hypnosis and booty-powered martial arts? This isn't some kind of fever dream. No. This is Keijo. Make sure to write down the 8 explanation points because that is a part of the title. It is the most insane sports anime of all time. And yes, you are going to absolutely fall in love with it. My name's Dakos, and we're gonna dive into the world of Keijo, where we talk about the story. I'm gonna summarize the whole thing. We're gonna be talking about the special moves, why the fights are for some reason very well choreographed, and whether or not it deserves a season 2. I'm a very small channel, so if you consider liking and subscribing, that would help a lot. We talk about a lot of cartoons and anime on this channel, as well as games sometimes, so you know what? I know you like that stuff. I know you do. Anyways, we're gonna hop in right now into the summary. We meet our protagonist, Nozomi Kaminashi, and yes, I had to look that up. I do not remember a damn name from this show. I'm gonna be honest. Can't imagine why I was so distracted. She always wanted to be a Keijo player ever since she was a little girl, which is a bit concerning, I'm not gonna lie. But what is Keijo exactly? I will briefly explain. The sport takes place on a platform in a pool. This platform can vary in shape, sizes, and just qualities. It can be a jungle gym, it can just be a round surface, it can shoot water out of the ground, be a ton of bridges, etc, etc. But the goal is usually the same, whether it's 1v1 free-for-all or team-based. Knock the opposing players off the platform or on the ground. The catch is you can only use your boobs and your butt. Now that we know the sport, I can continue explaining. Nozomi enters a training school tryout, where there is a ton of bridges, platforms, and it's just a gigantic free-for-all, and you're scored accordingly to how many people you knock out and how long you last. Nozomi encounters this purple-haired girl who keeps knocking people out somehow. She moves and then they all of a sudden are just completely out cold. Nozomi counters this by shoving her head directly into the purple hair's her ass. Turns out the purple hair girl was using a technique where she hits you in the jaw, completely knocking a person out. They fight, the purple hair girl wins, but this sparks a fire in Nozomi, you know. She's like, oh my god, this is the greatest sport ever. I feel alive. There's so many good players. And she makes it into the school. During one of her early sparring sessions with the teacher, she accidentally does a forbidden move called the vacuum butt cannon, which is forbidden because it is incredibly dangerous. It's not illegal. She can use it, but due to the fact that you have to do a bunch of rotational flips, it is incredibly dangerous to the user because if you do it incorrectly and don't master it, you can just completely destroy your hip. But the end result of doing the move is an incredibly powerful attack. Nozomi has to end up wearing this specialized suit to help her kind of control her hip and just be stronger, basically. And we get to this section where they're doing a kind of a tournament where the newer players have to verse the older players, where the newer players are on a team and the older players are just kind of, it's a 1v3 scenario, basically, where we see Sayaka, kind of the co-protagonist almost, battle against another incredibly fast person on a very slippery platform, where she reveals this technique where she kind of just gives herself a wedgie, and apparently it boosts her speed a lot because it increases the range of motion she has in her legs. It kind of does make sense, but not really. She ends up winning that fight though. Two of the other friends Nozomi has made end up doing well in their fights too, as it revealed that one girl can actually just scan anybody by just touching them with her right hand, and she's like the smart guy, she's the smart person, right? And the red hair girl apparently has such a soft butt that this person can just bounce off of them on accident.
Her ass, it's so squishy.
I don't know. It's peak. I promise it's peak. But it's time for Nozomi to fight, and she's fighting the full auto Cerberus user. It is revealed that this woman and her butt have a mind of their own. She just stands there and the butt just does everything for her and attacks and all this nonsense. Nozomi has to do the vacuum butt cannon twice to defeat her. After this little tournament arc, the class gets to go to Kyoto. They're there to train as well as compete in the East-West War, which happens every year apparently, or every like 4 years, I don't know. I don't remember. But before this happens, Nozomi has to practice and perfect her butt techniques, because when she does a one-on-one training session with one of the professional fighters, she finds out that she has a bigger butt thanks to all the training she did, so she's actually slower. She's a lot stronger, but she can't hit anybody. So we spend an entire episode where Nozomi is picking up turn turnips with her ass, trying to perfect the attack of combining strength and speed. She does succeed in this though, which is very good. We then start the East-West War, which is the best part of the show. Another tournament arc. I guess you can't do much else when it's like a literal sport, right? It's also not really a tournament. It's more of a best 2 out of 3 versus the 2 schools, where each school is a team of 4. Sayaka's team is first up, and they're on this gigantic jungle gym. Each person here is pushed to their limit. Sayaka's put up against someone who can predict movements, apparently. So she ends up doubling her wedgie, going even harder. In fact, I think her undergarments break because of how much she stretched them. But she's so fast, the other person can't see her. And she ends up finishing the person off by doing a judo move with her boob. She takes off of her bra and like slams her.
Holy friggin' crap, her nips are beaming! She caught my swimsuit on her erect nipple!
It's ridiculous, dude. I can't take it. And don't get me started on the upperclassman who was fondling these twins to the point where they just kind of fell off because they were too uncomfortable. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's peak. I promise you. It was actually good. The part with Sayaka was actually very good. The animation and everything. I swear to God. Next up is Kazune's fight. Kazune's the one who could scan people, by the way. And she has the red-haired girl on her team, too. While they are weaker individually, they have much better teamwork than the enemy team and are able to kind of use the land to their advantage. Kazune reveals that she gave a massage with her right hand to every single member of her class, absorbing all of their skills and able to use some crazy thing where she can basically turn into them for a second. It's not enough though, because this twisting woman is too powerful and they end up having some kind of tie, but it's revealed that Kazune hit the water first, so they end up actually losing. And for the final match, we finally get to Nozomi. They're on a gigantic house of a land, and the land sinks every single time someone gets eliminated. It's an intense battle where this gigantic woman has the ass of Attack on Ass Titan or something. I don't know. It's ridiculous, dude. I can't. One of the enemy combatants has oil on her chest so she can reflect the sunlight, and it blinds people. The person that Nozomi is fighting can store energy, the green-haired girl, and like deflect it back at people. And she finds this out by doing what she did in episode 1, which was shoving her head in the person's ass, because of course. But the woman has a separate personality, which is actually their toughest fighter. And that starts off the next episode, where she's like 1v3ing, our team, right? Forcing Hanabi, which is the purple hair girl, by the way, to use a boob soul, which massages or does something to Nozomi, which gives her like a Super Saiyan power up. And she pleads with the woman to bring her normal personality back, that it's okay to lose or whatever. And they finish the fight with a full strength vacuum butt cannon versus the other person's technique, which is called Hell and Heaven. Mind you, Nozomi's school has never won one of these tournaments before, and now they finally did.
Get ready for heaven and hell! All out vacuum butt cannon!
And with that, the season ends. They're all going off to different agencies because I think they're professional now. I don't remember. None of this matters, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I know I gave a terrible summary of it all, but it was pretty enjoyable. I do have to highlight some special moves here. We got obviously the vacuum butt cannon. It's the signature move of our protagonist. We've got the hip of Babylon, Attack on Titan's butt, breast hypnosis, heartbreak for some reason, K acceleration. That's what it was called, where she gives herself the wedgie. Oh my God. Soft butt, deadly boob burst, where she just fondles herself to the point where it causes a giant shockwave somehow. Meteor hip, mirror butt, boob dunk, boob soul, pile driver, piercing fang bust, piercing fang butt, full auto Cerberus, butt flash, butt gatling, butt guillotine, butt hurricane, butt of Vadra, quick draw breast sword, butt sandstorm, shooting butt star, evil bust, surface to surface butt missile, fairy butt, triple butt shot, god hip impact, head butt, Get it? Invisible bust. And there's even more from the manga, but I'm not gonna get into it because I could read, literally the video would be like 20 minutes if I read all of these names. But yeah, the special moves are definitely just very funny. Every time it would like pause and show the name on screen like it's a goddamn JoJo's move. Definitely brought a smile to my face. Very entertaining. Even if it is a little cringe, because obviously it's very you know, it's boobs and butts, man. For some reason, the animation is very, very good. I don't understand how they made the fights in a show about boob butt sport well choreographed, but they did it, and they did it very well. This was actually a very nice breath of fresh air, because I recently just got done watching the 3rd season of Tokyo Ghoul because I never saw it. I didn't even know it existed. And let me tell you, the fight scenes in that, oh man, they're not good at all. It's basically someone just like throwing a punch and then they jump backwards and then they talk to a person. So then they throw something and then that person jumps backwards and then maybe they'll repeat the same animation like 6 times. It's bad. It's bad. Whereas in comparison, we have this. Keijo, the best anime ever, apparently. The movement's incredibly smooth and they do cool animations and it just looks really well. It's very good to look at, and not just because they have big boobs and butts, I promise you. For some reason, they went incredibly hard for this, and I commend them for that. I think that's a word that I should have used there. I don't know. The music also, like, I'm not gonna listen to it, right? But I was never kind of turned off by the music, you know? It always fit what was happening on screen, definitely kept the energy high when it needed to be. The general vibes was very good. And that leads me into the characters, which, honest to God, they're actually likable. It's not some Schlatt fest where it's like, oh my God, they have big tits and butts, right? I mean, it is, but the characters are actually likable. I'm actually rooting for Nozomi. Like, Nozomi is hardworking, determined, and not just eye candy, although she definitely is eye candy. Sayaka's like this judo prodigy with probably the most grounded arc there, because she was supposed to be, you know, this big judo person, but she switched over to the Keijo because she wanted to do that more, despite her father's wishes. And Kazane kind of comes out of her shell. Before, she couldn't even talk, and now she's like talking to everybody because she's the strategist, you know? The characters actually have depth and they have arcs, and I'm rooting for them, and I don't understand why. Why the hell are other animes actually dog shit? Like, not every anime, right? But I'm saying, like, there are shows that could have been so much better than what they were. But then we have Keijo over here, and the characters, like, it's well written. It's well written. And it's a show about a sport where women go on stage basically naked, hit each other with their boobs and ass, and for some reason have like anime level insane Dragon Ball powers while doing it. But it's good. I swear to God, it's good. Give this show a second season, please. I'm begging you. There's so much potential here, man. Like, they're gonna have their professional arcs, right? They're gonna go play with the pros now, right? The memes are crazy. So if the show does well, people are gonna watch it. Like, I watched it just because I thought it would make for a good video, because obviously it's kind of insane. You know, the premise is very stupid and goon worthy, although I don't do that. It's not good for you. Go outside. Whenever you have the feeling to goon, go outside and work out or something. That's a Dakosity, you know, recommendation. But these are the kind of shows that can blow up, right? So just make it good again. I mean, I remember seeing memes of this all the time, right? I just didn't know where it was from. It's unique as hell, too. Like, what other show is like this? It has established rules, rivalries, and character growth that we can continue to see expand if they were to make a second season. Now, the show aired in, I think, 2016 to 17. It's been almost 10 years. Don't think it's getting a second season. Would like it to, though. In a world where there's like a ton of isekai clones being pumped out every single day, can we get a season 2 of Keijo? I hope we can. We're probably not going to. Apparently the manga kind of falls off a little bit, according to Reddit, but it's Reddit, so, you know, whatever. I don't know, man. It's a fever dream. I want to see more of this, even though it's kind of weird, but it's really good. I'm yapping too much. My name's Dakosity. Like and subscribe. I love you. I'm glad you watched this. Thank you so much for watching it. Comment your favorite Keijo move and whether or not you would see season 2. I'm probably gonna get started on a ranking list for Aqua Teen Hunger Force now. This channel has no direction. What am I doing? All right, see ya.